Hello, my name is Caleb Smith with the Rocket Miner newspaper, here to provide an update on January 27th, 2021. Today I'd like to talk about the Slamdance and Sundance Film Festivals. And today isn't necessarily out of the normal. Given the opportunity and a patient, willing audience, I generally will talk at length about these film festivals, or movies in general. I usually crop them out of the shot, but up there are just poster boards that are just filled with primarily movie stuffs. And there's a couple items from a museum or some postcards, but those are mainly different movies, movie tickets or other memorabilia from filmings I've been to over the years, including some Sundance ones up there. To me, I find storytelling fascinating, whether it's the printed word or visual medium. There's some times where I admit my attention span's only so lengthy, or I only have so much free time, and sometimes visual media, you can cram a lot more into your eyeballs than you, if it's moving image, as opposed to reading along. I know there's speed reading, you have to stop sub-vocalizing and all that, but anyway. I've been going for more than a decade, and with COVID-19 being a concern this year, it's gone virtual, which in my opinion opens it up in a way that it really hasn't before. You don't have to be getting up early in the morning or shelling out all sorts of money for lodgings during peak ski season. You don't have to figure out how to negotiate the public transport system or some of the twisting paths and of the city, or even trying to figure out how to cross from one side of town to the other when it's around dusk and everybody's coming off the slopes and it can be a real traffic jam. For all this, you don't have to pay several $100s for a pass just to even get access to a few movies. You don't have to be going in with a large handful of tickets for these festivals. It helps, and they will always find opportunities to take your money. But you can scale it back and do as much or as little as you want without having to leave your own couch. You can have your own snacks. You don't have to pay the slightly overpriced one. You don't have to bundle up in cold weather gear unless you want to. And it doesn't have to be branded like this. It can be your sweats and a t-shirt if you want. You just need an internet connection and maybe a smartphone or your tablet connectivity device. The Sundance Film Festival kicks off tomorrow, January 28th, and runs through February 3rd. It's shorter this year. Normally it's about 2 weeks, and this year there's only about 70-odd movies to go with it. That's not counting animated or experimental shorts that are being offered as tradition. The Slamdance Film Festival, which usually parallels and overlaps with Sundance, is actually doing something a little bit different this year as well. I mean, it's higher social distancing requirements in Utah, so there aren't any in-person movie screenings for Sundance or Slamdance in Park City this year. If you're willing to go, there's some limited stuff on the ground, some activities, talks that you can see in Park City. I'm not going to take advantage of any of those, so I'm just going to do all virtually. I understand that there will be a limited socially distanced component at Joshua Tree for Slamdance from February 12th through 25th. I'm not invited to that. Nobody I know is invited to that. If you're invited to that, I'm sure you already have your +1. I won't beg you to invite me along. But there's still an online component to that too. When it comes to ticket packages or options, there are many. There's still a limited amount of time to buy a week-long pass for Sundance. That's $350. That lets you do 7 days worth of screening, access to all the shorts, access to all the window, in addition to scheduling premieres. They are creating artificial scarcity where you just can't watch all the movies for the full week. They have limited windows when they first premiere, and then 2 days later you have a limited time where you can watch them video on demand. Or on the awards day, they'll have all the movies available to play just on that one day for a 24-hour period, 8 a.m. to 8 a.m., February 3rd. Anybody who wants to talk to me at 8:01 a.m. February 4th may not find me very coherent. Throughout the tournaments, you can buy individual tickets, though artificial scarcity again. And some they've already sold out of the digital seats available. In other cases, you could just buy for a block a day. You could just pay a little bit extra just to watch the awards day stuff. Or maybe you're like a family member of mine who she has an open day over the weekend. She's going to see tickets or movies over that 24-hour block on Sunday the 31st. Or you could, maybe you're just interested in the shorts and New Frontier experimental shorts or stuff. You could just see that. And it's not just movies. There will be some virtual reality stuff where you can actually, if you've got the proper equipment, whether you got a smartphone that has that stuff in there or Oculus equipment, you can actually engage in some of that. There'll actually be some hybrid where you can actually join a game in progress, where there'll be a curated experience where actually you'll have a human playing certain roles, but you'll still be able to watch and see things unfold. In addition to your own exploration opportunities, there'll be there'll be concerts as there normally are, limited engagements, that's some of the Park City stuff, but many are going to be streamed online. There will be plays, or there will be a play, or multiple productions of a play, some auditory experiences. There's going to be a lot less paparazzi this year. I know that's why some people want to go, to see people and be seen. A lot less swag when you do it from home. You can always buy the gift shop, but it's not the same as getting free stuff, free food. On a future year, if you ask me, I can tell you what places to drop by to supplement your the food that you're carrying on you. But like I said, it's just a matter of just hanging out on your own couch. Slamdance also has a pass, $10 right now for February 12th through 25th. They were free a short time ago. I didn't snap one of those up, but like I said, $10 passes will let you get streaming options as well. And from there, you decide how you want to explore. Do you want to just see documentaries? Do you want to see stories of underdogs who overcome the odds to do what they try to do what is right in the world, do good toward others? Do you like crazy midnight movies? Scattered with gore, like liberal doses of crazy Nicolas Cage. He's back again. He's not a permanent fixture of Sundance, but he's been for several years in a row, and this is yet another one. Do you like to see stories about famous people, or people who may not know are famous, but had great leverage and impact on our countries? Our momentous choreographers, authors, those are in the mix. Do you want to see something lighthearted for the family? Do you want to see families go through hell and may or may not make it intact through the process, but certainly have experienced and learned something? Are you looking for something to entertain, to diverge, to make you feel and think? Those are a lot of opportunities out there. Whether it's foreign language pictures, animated jokes, animated diversions. It's as much time as you're willing to and money that you're willing to invest. And in general, I hope that people are supporting both festivals like this and their movie theaters. If you're still not comfortable going to see a movie theater in person, I strongly encourage you to still buy some gift certificates. That's something to keep things going. I know there's some independent movie houses that they are perfectly happy to sell online tickets so you can stream them from home. Hopefully if you've tried out your rig for Sundance, it'll work just fine for this. I encourage people just to dig into more stories. Not only does it, I think it expands our imaginations and our understanding of the world, but it doesn't hurt to sometimes think about stories from a different perspective, from a viewpoint you may not have entertained before. You may not have even guessed was there. I sometimes am angry when I get put into those worldviews, or I'm confused, or I don't know which way is up, and sometimes I figure it out by the end, and sometimes I'm even more confused walking out of the theater. And one thing I'll miss this year is that they're going to be less able to have deep conversations for 5 minutes with strangers on a bus. There will still be Q&As and some chat stuff online, in addition to social medias out there. And you won't be frowned upon for typing your phone in the middle of the movie theater. You won't have the usher going, "Sir." And I guess just one of the things that it's always wonderful to be surprised, to be caught off guard, and to get to the end of the movie and go, I know I was really intrigued by the characters, by the plot. If I sometimes get to the movie and I'm like, I wish I had just one more scene. I want to know what happens next. That's, you may not even like what and have enjoyed that movie, but that still says that film got something into you. It left you desiring more, and that's just part of the power of the cinema. That whether it's just a few movies or a lot, I hope that everybody's finding some time to fit that into their lives. I believe that's a part of a balanced media diet. News, newspaper, articles, some entertainment and stuff to just engage your brain. I'm pretty sure I haven't talked for 40 minutes, so I'm going to cut it off here before I accidentally blink and I get to that long, but thank you for letting me talk about movies some today. I do have hope that you're having a good day and a safe tomorrow, especially if you're like me and you do have tickets for tomorrow and you're just counting the hours left. Bye.